Why does this keep happening? Is it my fault? Surely it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. What's wrong? You don't look like you're doing so hard. Is that the abyss? Indeed, abyssal creatures invaded the sacred city of Tolan like an irremediable pestilence. At this point, it may even be impossible to contain their march completely without bringing the sacred mountain itself down around us. When you discover one abyssal creature, then perhaps your home is already completely infested with those Stygian viscid villains. Why do you guys have to be so creepy about it? Well, chop their legs off. That'll put a stop to any marching they might do. Oh, how very wise and insightful. Now all we need to do is find their legs. Ha! As if Paimon could say that with a straight face. "'Tis a shame, little one, but I fear most abyssal creatures may not need legs for locomotion. Only by destroying the shadowy foe that bars our path may you pass through this place and reach the sacred mountain's heart. Nothing can be done now to restore the glory this ravaged city had of old, but neither should its carcass be left to the tender mercies of these dark monsters." Wait, don't you have those big fireballs? That's right, don't you use them to fight the abyss? Fireballs? You mean the astral assemblages? Nay, they may only trigger mutual annihilation on contact with the abyss. Otherwise, they will instead be corrupted and enveloped by the dark. Alas, the city has been sealed off for too long. The astral assemblages have been prevented from moving freely to maintain its stability. O chosen of dragons! The heart of the sacred mountain was re-excavated after Tolan was established, and the first secret source dragon idol stands guard over it. You must obtain a permit to gain access to the heart. But the power source of the idol has also been corrupted. We must find some way to reactivate it. Warning, functions damaged, shutdown imminent. Looks like this machine is... Amaru! Hey, Amaru! What permit? Come on, you barely started talking. Keep pressing on. A new secret source servant shall guide you there. This is the map of the sacred city's core. I will await you at... And the light's gone out again. Guess this Amaru guy isn't gonna be talking to us anymore, huh? He really just does whatever he feels like, huh? Not much we can do but forge ahead and see if we can't rustle up a new secret source servant. The layers. All of the layers. There's 2 more layers? Are you kidding me? Jesus. I really only just got started with this, huh? Can I take you with me too? No? Esoteric phrase. Where are we heading first? Alright. A little daunting, but that's okay. Hello? A secret service servant, huh? Is it just Paimon, or is this one bigger than the others? Fancy meeting you again so soon. Apologies, but there are no entries regarding you logged in my database. Humans this far down. This has not happened in at least 500 years. Wait, you're not Amaru or a Hecatl, are you? There were indeed individuals referred to as such, but I am neither of them. I believe there must be some misunderstanding. I'm a prototype created to assist Lord Shu Kautel with information recording, so I have no name. Wait, no. Not that I have no name. I am the only intelligent secret source servant without a master. Even after Lord Shu Kautel fell, I was still in charge of the most basic city maintenance and information recording functions. However, some records have been lost due to the invasion of our shadowy foe, so I do not have data regarding my name. Yeah, seems like we've got the wrong guy. Dragon robot. It is fine. This robot is huge, but it doesn't seem too bright. This probably isn't that guy who uses machines to talk to us, Kong. But it did say that it is in charge of record. Just what that guy intended. Well, it's far away then. Do you have any queries? How do we enter the heart of the Sacred Mountain? The entrance to the heart of the Sacred Mountain is at the newly excavated entrance. Descend into the deepest fissure of the volcano, where it is defended by a secret source dragon idol. Moreover, any who wish to gain access to the heart must also obtain a permit. Only then can you gain the acknowledgement of the secret source dragon idol that stands guard. Heart of the Sacred Mountain, also known as Huitzolopoctli. Where can we get this permit? According to the agreement and the edict issued by Lord Shohikoto, entry to the heart of the Sacred Mountain, also known as Huitzolopoctli, the descendants of proceed under the Chamber of Deliberation to submit an application and then wait for the permit to be issued. What about the energy source required by secret source dragon idols? Now searching. No corresponding data entry categories, or perhaps the relevant data, like so much else, has become lost due to the abyssal corruption of the city. If you can eliminate the abyss's influence and retrieve the data, perhaps you might find the entries you seek. I've marked out a potential data storage location for you. Please eliminate the abyssal corruption present there to restore the area. Do you have any queries? Oh, no more questions. Understood. Paimon doesn't quite understand why, but if we want to get to the heart of the Sacred Mountain, then we need to get permission slip. Yes, alright, let's get going. Yeah, let's get going. No, I missed. Back up, back up, back up.
开始快跑！
Got it. Okay. Ooh, you look familiar. You look very familiar.
计时开始，英雄登场！嘿，冲锋！嘿，一点新技巧，见过这个吗？
嘿，嘿，嘿，
撞！嘿，呀！
哈，呀，嘿，喂，呀！
吼！更快，更强！战！耶！听我的口号！啊！我上阵！
闪着！哈！
啊！我上阵！贝耶蒂娜，赐我力量！召告！召告！猎手的小玩具，进攻！弱点在哪儿？调整呼吸，冲刺阶段，动作要标准。
嘿，
英雄登场！头锤，看我的！嘿！
Alrighty.
旅途中的收获。
What is this? Coagulation pearl. The core of a device that can convert liquid phlogiston within a certain range into solid phlogiston. Can be carried around and even collected by Yamkusars. There also seems to be a pedestal specifically designed to hold these coagulation pearls. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, so... Okay. That's cool and everything. What's going on over here? You know that doesn't work. Very interesting. Was there a pattern somewhere? A pattern somewhere? Maybe. Alright, well.
《侦察骑士登场！
we're gonna like flood the chamber? Something? I get the feeling I'll flood the chamber or something later. Never mind. I think, do I have a healer? Who isn't? I suppose it's Shalom.
那就走吧，我跟着你。
The healer. Oh, look at who it is. I knew you would arrive, and so I prepared a welcome of suitable pomp and circumstance. Rare. Though I know that you are only being polite, I am indeed glad to see you. Huh? So it's you after all. So, what are you calling yourself this time? This time my name belonged to a scribe from the Chamber of Deliberation. In truth, he rarely ever touched quill or ink himself, not since the secret source servants were invented anyway. Owan you. You may address me so. Alright then, Owan you. So are you here to help us out with this Sacred Mountain Heart permit thing? If you are without it, the astral assemblages within the heart of the Sacred Mountain will attack upon detecting any unauthorized entry. I have extracted records from Awanyu. According to them, the permit required to enter the heart of the Sacred Mountain has been placed above the Chamber of Deliberation. For that cause, I have no choice but to set foot in this place. This congress of arrogant fools, this assembly of those who gloried in their powerlessness. Not to mention a den of pretenders claiming the right to judge their own kin. A dragon judge. Is it just me, or is that familiar somehow? I fear you imagine quite the different beast. Let us go. We shall see where they have hidden the permit. Seems they have left it over there. Did they even think to hide it at all? Still, it seems but an empty shell. Hey, what's up? What's with all these rift towns? That means the permit's gate security may have been neutralized, allowing them to take advantage of the opening and enter. Wait, what do we do then? No matter, we need only activate the Chamber of Deliberation's repair and purification facilities. They are over there. Right. Great. Shadow foe threat detected. Internal safeguard. Auto repair mode activated. Oh, Paimon never mentioned there'd be these sort of mechanisms. This place was built to outlast the very eons themselves. It's so golden and shiny, Paimon wants to touch it. That was a lot, actually. Can I review that? Those monsters never stood a chance. This place was built to outlast the very eons themselves. Not only does it bristle with defenses, but it is even capable of self-repair. Ah! Haha. It would be best not to. It will not distinguish between friend or foe. Simply consumes everything it touches. A crass and brutal approach. Huh. The designs these fools came up with. Still, we can use it to open the shield covering the permit, right? Worth a shot. Anyway, let's find a way to make this thing ascend, shall we? Do I have to open more frickin' permit to move? Nice. Jeez, it scared me for a second. Oh, there's a thing here. An indentation with grass, you say? These shadows, didn't they only appear after the golden, most venerable silver prince? I present you with the articles of announcement. Keep your distance from the humans who were brought here by river beyond the sky. What are they talking about? Perhaps there's been an error in records. This is patently some... These are all the dragon people. Collaboration and environmental abundant phlogiston can create solid. Use it to keep some of the iridescent barrier. Huh? What do you mean? Can create solids with the phlogiston in the air. Energy storage medium retrieved. Continuing restoration. That's why there's a thing. Upstart Human Federation. I was an escape test. Still, but you laboratory in the heart of the secret. Your little sheep pen. Present the evidence. Okay. This is like a council chamber or whatever, right? Gotta do this myself, huh? Hey, the Secret Service servants. A redundant design built to deliver iridescent. Can't you control them? Not unable, merely unwilling. This feels beneath me. We can make use of them when they pass through the barrier. Prince of our tribe, a true traitor they had thought it had indeed. Truly qualified to wield the authority that rules bestowed upon you. Alright. Let's do it. What are you secret sorcerers doing here? Must have been instructed some notes in the dragon too, as far as I understand. This is figured sorcerer leads to the wish can no longer satisfy the various permission requirements. Does that mean you could... I will not settle myself to associate with these machines and idiots. Oh. The sleep waves are hitting again. Oh. Formation required. Mary's open. Go, go, go. Wait. What do you mean? Where? What do you mean? Chamber of Liberation Sovereign Rulers Council Records. Attendees. There are 13 attendees. 4 is missing. 4, 6, and 10 are missing. Wait, 13? Aren't there like... No, there's only 11 harbingers. Right? So... Okay. The CL count for... Once again, sorry, once again, sleep wishes to take me. I don't know why I'm so tired in my pregnancy. Perhaps I should take a break to get an energy drink or something. Oh, I don't want to read this. Oh. Number BCL 13097. Agenda: neutralization of human settlements. Attendees: Valiant One, Jade Maiden, River of Secrets, Store of Bitter Springs, Toxic Rain over Boundless Forests, Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, Chronicler of the End Times, Year of the Dying Morn, Murmuring Spring, Bone Breaker. Record begins. Now that all lords are present, let us begin. Before we start, allow me to ask, what is the fourth lord? If memory serves. Our... Wait a second. A how? A how is somehow involved here. Probably. What is the fourth lord? Memory serves. Awaj, who Milao, Cont.2 have been absent from the sessions of this council for quite some time. Tell me, speaker, is that disdainful, decadent, decrepit old thing still holed up in his lonely citadel atop the high cliffs, lost in his futile research on the medicinalization of life, or has he already perished like the sixth and tenth lords, drowned in his own folly and decay? The fourth lord, Lord Kahul Ahau. Is that disdainful, decadent, decrepit old thing still holed up in his lonely citadel atop the high cliffs, lost in his futile research on the phlogistonization of life? Ooh. In his own folly and decay. According to the fourth lord, the research he has been undertaking has now reached a critical juncture. As such, he has been unable to participate in our recent councils. Ha! I doubt that. Cruise 11. Mirror of the Dawning Morning. Ha! I doubt that. He's merely looking for an excuse to neglect his duties. Truly loves research so much, why not relinquish his title as sovereign ruler, instead serve under the regent, who seems to share his facile obsession with technology? Watch your tone, 11th Lord. His absence will not hinder the proceedings of this vote. Let him rot in his domain, speaker, in the deliberations. 7. Then let us proceed. This session has been convened upon the initiative of the fifth lord, who proposes that in the interest of mitigating the risk of rebellion, ensuring long-term prosperity, stability, and peace, the sovereign rulers implement the neutralization of human settlements exceeding a certain scale within each of their respective territories. Should consensus be reached, even abstainers will be bound to uphold the council's decision. Let the session commence. Fifth Lord, you may now present your case. Comrade, who's 5. Store of Bitter Springs. Comrades, brothers and sisters, esteemed sovereign rulers, hear my words. As you all know, of the 13 sovereign lords who govern Natlantia. Two have already fallen to humanity's schemes. My reasons for bringing forth this proposal need no further elaboration. I only hope that you will not continue to ignore them. Their propagation and expansion have far exceeded our initial predictions, and now they have even stolen the secrets of wielding phlogiston. Admittedly, their understanding of phlogiston remains as crude as an atheist's, but the heights to which their overweening arrogance and ambition soar may be compared to that of the detestable reaver from beyond the skies. If left unchecked, the kindling of rebellion will only grow more dangerous. As such, I cast Jabal Chama Chulel, overseer of Equilinic, proposed to this council. To keep their numbers within a controllable range, we must periodically neutralize human settlements within our domains by incinerating the excess. Clearly, such a course of action would require coordination among all present, lest the humans, in their cunning malevolence, flee across our territories, and in so doing, escape their ordained fate, thereby undermining the effects of such measures. The 6th and 10th lords fail to their own weakness and incompetence. I have read the reports compiled. I've read the reports compiled by the servants, and I can find no better word to describe them than disgraceful. The 6th lord was bested in combat by a mere human, and felled by a single arrow to the throat. The 10th lord's fate was even more contemptible, deceived into mistaking a crude human imitation of jade for my token, then ending up being sealed alive within the mountains. I should be grateful to the humans who killed them, for if they could be brought low by such creatures, what right did they have to sit among us as sovereign rulers? A matter at hand has nothing to do with how they perished, Jacob. Do not mistake me, 5th Lord. I do not stand in opposition to your proposal. On the contrary, I will cast my vote in its favor. For humanity is worthy of neither our clemency nor our tolerance. Yet still I do not find your reasoning sound. The day ever comes when humans try to truly imperil that kind, it would but prove that our kind have indeed grown too weak, and in their decline they would deserve only to kneel before their subjugators and accept destined distractions. Do not mistake me, 5th Lord. And do not send out your ridiculous. Yet still I do not find your reason if the day ever comes when humans to be weak, and in their decline, they would deserve only to kneel before the sword, except destined destruction. For there would be no need, no possibility to seek an alternative. The strong endure, the weak perish. That is the eternal truth of this world. Do not forget it. I abstain. The fate of those soulless creatures bound to star signs concerns me not. Do with them as you will. The fate of these soulless creatures bound to star signs. What? I too shall abstain, 5th Lord. Surely you do not truly hope to persuade us that these wretched insects, these creatures who know not but to cower in the dark and slaughter one another without end, will one day suddenly unite, that they might march upon the sacred city which not even the slip of the sky could shake? Such absurd hysteria from a dragon, such loathsome cowardice, unworthy even of my defiance. You and your arrogance are what is truly loathsome, my lord. do not support this lofty-minded proposal, then go. Go back to your beloved Chen or Octocra. Continue there in self-deception, pretending your land will never be threatened by these insults. Or even the most witless ants would not consult the wishes to burrow into that bone-chilling well of yours. You dare mock me, you wretched worm? Wherefore such ire, 13th Lord? 8. I need to become a priestess. Wherefore such irony, 8th Lord? Wherefore comes such ire, 13th Lord? The ruler of Chichen Octoka has spoken nothing but the truth. That humanity cannot be eradicated entirely, such drastic measures will only backfire in the end. Rather than pacifying them as you intend, you will only spur them on to cease their incessant infighting and unite against us. That is your proposal, 5th Lord, and for the future of our kind, I stand in firm opposition to such folly. 7. Has 7 already been speaking? What is this? Oh, the priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers would lecture us on the future of our kind. I remind you, 8th Lord, that you hold no standing in this matter, for you have long since forsaken duty to your king in favor of a misguided partiality for humanity. To this day, you have yet to explain why you employed dragon artisans of your domain to forge a longbow for your little human pet. It is not a blatant overstepping of your mandate. You stray from the topic, 7th Lord. Furthermore, my actions were sanctioned by our sovereign, and I have never yet exceeded the mandate. That mandate I owe no explanations to the weak. You need not explain yourself to others, for already I have grasped your full intent. No? 12 hasn't talked yet, right? New voice? Yeah, 12. Murmuring spring. Murmuring? Murmur. When your arrogance is what is truly loathsome, my God, if you do not support this lofty-minded proposal, then go. Wiggle back to your beloved... wait a second. 12. No. We go 12. You need not explain yourself to others, for already I've grasped your full intent. Indeed, as the 8th Lord has stated, such drastic measures can hardly be deemed efficient. Humanity should instead be manipulated into regulating their own members. We need only select and support certain individuals from the shadows, bestowing upon them the necessary resources and aid to seize power over their tribes. With such support, they can easily be shepherded into betraying their own king, driven by their innate vanity and the need to secure their tenuous positions. Willingly they shall foment conflict with other tribes, spilling one another's blood and shattering whatever fragile trust may have existed between them. This alone shall suffice. So why go to unnecessary lengths to spend our own resources on a far less efficient plan? One might almost have mistaken such feeble words for the self-conceited remnants of some human wealth. 12th Lord, have you spent so much time among the fawning livestock in your domain that you have forgotten our way? You've fallen so low as to measure your wit against insects, disdaining even to hunt them yourself. I have no interest in responding to your infantile insults, dear sister. Even the bestial hisses of those sunken degenerates, those mindless lizards who spend their lives groveling in the dust, have more worth than such saints as dribble. Of course, you may hunt as you will, but rank is beyond dispute. However, out of genuine respect and concern for my brethren, I sincerely hope that you do not follow in the footsteps of the 6th and 10th Lords. They foolishly squandered their not-so-lofty lives out of sheer arrogance and folly. You? Silence. All sovereign rulers present have spoken. The vote shall now be held. Vote count 4. CL. Chamber Lord. Council Lord. Council Lord 2. 5, 7, 11, 13. Against 8, 12. Abstained 1, 3, 9. Final tally 5 in favor, 2 against, 3 abstentions. Consensus not reached. Record ends. Okay. Gosh dang. Hello? What was that?
振飞，英雄登场！捉！呀！哼！呀！
行吧，身后道响。
动起来！
闪着，
风驰电掣！
起名吧！嘿，
冲锋！呀！嘿！
Alright.
旅途中的收获。
Okay. Like the one way. Barry is online. Keep raising that imbecile repair. The next one. Oh yeah, denounced. He doesn't seem to have been too well liked. Very bad would have been considered a mild endorsement in this place. That's simply the way things are at times. You may struggle to comprehend the mind-numbing letters that you think you know less a fool. So-called denouncement is no way represent a genuine belief that the denounced has done anything to hurt their race. Simply sought a means to seize authority. Authority's power and an obsession with the power is what led to... Yet they forgot their authority and power are complementary forces, having one with the other is like dressing a beggar in the finest linens. Okay, I get it, but... Gosh, dang, you have to read that fast. To do anything with it. Where does this go? Your defense has no right to behave in this manner. We seek sacred judgment. though it's stuck behind the barrier now. There must be some way to grab it. Okay. So like there's a barrier here. Can't take it out that way. Got it. So you're supposed to do this to get to the hole. Get it, stop it, quiet. Take it over here. Are these like checkpoints or something? Jeez. It's all rather convenient, isn't it? Energy storage needed retrieved. Continuing restoration. Huh? The abyssal shield over the pyramid has been purified. Yeah, don't say. Wait a second. It's this thing again, huh? So this thing is the pyramid? No, at least not in its entirety as a vessel. Okay, here comes another pack of rift hounds. Wait, why is the golden light moving down? It's merely a cleaning scan, just be sure not to touch the primal flame. Huh? What do you mean? Touch it. Scanning layers. All we gotta do. Cleaning complete. Destination, dome. Purpose, carry out final restoration. Whew, that's a wrap. Finally. I guess we've got the permit to enter that heart of the sacred mountain or whatever now. No, as I said before, this is merely the permit's empty shell. A device made from a single scale, bereft of any information concerning its owner, cannot be converted into a permit. Otherwise, would not have become some sort of master key to be used by any old dragon. Quickly, bring a dragon of suitable status to the stand. Where are we supposed to find a dragon? Hey, wait, does Jinhua count? Where? Not at the moment, no. Then what do we do? Long ago, after the great sovereign entered the heart of the sacred mountain, there were some who had the authority to, yet did not activate this permit. Perhaps this conspicuous specimen was placed here for that very purpose. Activate the permit. Long ago, in a more prosperous age, when a flourishing community yet fettered with strength beyond the boundaries of this world, age when those whom ambition filled their hearts fixed their gaze beyond the sky itself and devoured their thoughts to expand the limits of the known world. In the end, there is always a limit to power. When the abyss swallowed the dark-winged lord, the celestial beings that shaped the world, lost that covenant. The majority of the race that had so coveted great power suddenly collapsed. The dreams of old became echoes of the void. But even so, no race is willing to break the shackles that strengthen imposes tread the path of a minor change. They were lost in the games of authority. The world of old should have been extinguished long ago. A new beginning should have been welcomed, and a new reborn, or no place for them. And those incompetent fools watched on and did nothing as their king marched toward his own grave, unable to even honor their beloved master with a glorious death. Even in such times, they placed their hopes in a king who would never again regain his faculties, praying that he would emerge once and solve all their troubles. A race reliant on the protection of the strong, a fragile world that cannot survive without the mighty. Do any such things need to exist? Perhaps this world should long ago have been cleansed by the flames of rebirth. Would you not agree? Back up we go. Are we stopping here? Why golden hour? There it is, the engraving light that can activate the scale. That is the permit. Ooh, you can see the whole sacred city from here. Indeed, the shadow of a glorious, unhappy past. You wish to know the final outcome of that trial? Haha. Of course, those who called for sacred judgment knew that the master of all light and flame was simply feigning death, or the true king, only occasionally clear-minded, made an appearance in the flesh. The 13 lords and 3 princes, who before could not stop speaking, hastily withdrew their words, and the whole trial descended into farce, and was thus dissolved. Later on, the 3 princes would be slain in battle against humanity. All 10 of the 13 lords fell when the sacred city of Tolan collapsed, with one remaining in Chichen Octo. But one lord survives to the present day, though doubtless not in the form that it would have wished to maintain. All right, let us continue into the heart of the sacred mountain. There all lies buried, including a yearning for the journey's end. My duty shall soon be discharged in full. Chosen of dragons, if only you could have seen this place in its fullest splendor, its truest beauty. Go, touch the flame-engraved light. Win permission to reach the sacred mountain's heart. I want you. Huh. Gone again. Paimon was just getting used to using that name. Still, the permit to enter the heart of the sacred mountain is ours at last. The light on this side, it's gone. 哦，
这个世界也在回应我吗？
Too luxurious, huh? Sure, I'll take it. Why not? Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess this is fine. Wow. Probably get back up here somehow, but... Huh. Brent, along with the activation of the Secret Source Dragon Idol guarding the entrance. Perhaps the Secret Source servant should light on the situation. Alright, back down, huh?